All right, let's talk about this. A toxic relationship. It's heavy, it's draining, and if you're in it, you might not even realize how much it's affecting you. We'll be discussing 8 signs of a toxic relationship. So let's break this down. Number one, constant criticism and belittling. You know that feeling when you share something you're excited about or proud of, and instead of support, they tear it down. Maybe it's subtle, like sarcasm, or outright mean, like, why would you even think that's a good idea? Over time, you start second guessing yourself, walking on eggshells, and afraid to share anything because you know it will end in judgment. Number two, control and manipulation. Does it feel like they need to know everything? Like where you're going, who you're talking to, what you're doing every second? Maybe they use guilt to control you, like, and say things like, if you really cared, you wouldn't do this, or after all I've done for you, and this is how you repay me. It's like they're always pulling the strings and you're stuck trying to keep the peace. Three, a lack of respect for boundaries. You see, healthy relationships respect personal space and boundaries. Toxic ones, not so much. If they blow up because you didn't text back fast enough, snoop through your phone, or dismiss your needs for a long time, that's a red flag. It's not about love, it's about control. The fourth sign is emotional roller coaster. You notice that one day they're all over you with love and affection, and the next they are cold, distant, or outright mean. You're left wondering, what did I do wrong this time? This hot and cold behavior keeps you hooked, always chasing those very good moments. Five, gaslighting. This one, very brutal. They make you doubt your reality. You bring up something they did that hurts you, and suddenly you're the one at fault. They'll say things like, you're overreacting, you're imagining things, or that never happened, until you start questioning yourself. It's like being in a constant fog, unsure of what's real. Sixth sign, isolation. Do you feel yourself drifting away from friends and family? Maybe they don't outright tell you to cut off people, but they guilt you for spending time with others. And say things like, why do you need anyone else when you have me? Or they subtly badmouth the people in your life until you start pulling away. Suddenly, they are your whole world and you feel trapped. The seventh sign, you're drained instead of fulfilled. You see, a good relationship should feel like a partnership where you both lift each other up. In a toxic one, you feel drained. It's like no matter how much you give, it's never enough. You're always tired, mentally, emotionally, and sometimes physically. Fear. This is the big one. Do you feel afraid to express yourself? Afraid of their reaction if you disagree or speak up? Fear shouldn't have a place in a relationship, ever. It's important to know that being in a toxic relationship is like being stuck in a quicksand. At first, you don't realize how deep you're sinking, but over time, it pulls you under until you barely recognize yourself. The worst part, you might start believing that this is normal and that this is what love looks like. But let me tell you, it's not. Real love is safe, supportive, and nurturing. It allows you to grow into the best version of yourself, not sink into someone else's shadow. If any of this hits home, it's okay to feel scared or unsure. Just know this, you deserve better. Always. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.